Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you like and subscribe this video, and leave me questions if you have any at the end in the comments below. So today I thought I would talk about my Cort guitars. These guitars have seemed to be getting a lot of attention, especially there's not a lot of information out there on them. So people have been looking for more information on these, and I thought I could help out since I own 3 of them. This is not a sponsored video. I'm not sponsored by Cort. Nobody's paying me to show you guys this stuff. These are just my guitars that I have. I love them. I think they're great guitars, especially for the price. But even if they were twice the price that they are, they'd still be great guitars. So I have 3 of them here today, and the 3 I have are the A8, which is a grand auditorium size, and that's the one I have right here in my hand. It's got a cutaway. So that's a grand auditorium. Now the 8 series, there's D8 and O8 as well. The 8 series has Phosphor backing sides. So if you get an A8 or an O8 or a D8, it's going to be Phosphor backing sides. It's a solid spruce top. The spruce top is torrefied, which means it's baked to make it, they call it age to vintage sometimes. Makes it sound more like an older guitar, or older than it is, I should say. The bridge and the bridge pins and the fretboard are all ebony. The saddle and the nut is bone. It has these nice abalone ring around the sound hole, the rosette there. It's got white binding all around the guitar and some nice inlays you could see there. Get a close-up of that 12th fret there for you. Hopefully you could see that really well. The frets on here, you can see the ends of them. I hope they're very rounded off. Let's see if I can get a better... Excuse my chair. Yeah, you could see them good there. See how round they are on the edges there? The edge of these. They're nice, really nice. All 3 of these guitars are that way. They all have the same gold Grover open back geared tuners on them. I'm not sure what the ratio is, but they're really, really nice on all 3 guitars. They all have a volute on the neck. They're mahogany necks, all 3. This one does have electronics. You can see there. It has a tuner. If you just push that, hold it down for a couple seconds, the tuner goes on. And push it down, hold it for a second, and it'll go off. It has a treble and a bass tone control as well. It has a microphone inside the sound hole. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's actually right inside, like right underneath my finger here. There's a microphone in the sound hole, facing this way, right where the bracing is. So this guitar is strung with 80-20 bronze Elixir strings, 11 to 52. The 80-20 bronze, they're a little brighter string. They don't have a lot of mid-range. They're more like a scooped out sound. I put them on this guitar because it's a stage guitar, meant to be plugged in. It's a little bit more articulate and a little brighter, which I kind of like when I plug it in. So here's what this one sounds like. So that's the Cort Gold A8. Next one I'll show you guys here is the OM size. Excuse my chair making noises, but this is the 06. Now the 6 series here, what's different about the 6 series versus the 8 series, this one has black binding. Same around, it's got binding around the fretboard, it's got binding around the guitar itself, front and back. It's got a black strip down the middle. The difference between these and the 8 series also is that this has mahogany back and sides. It's all solid wood. They're all solid wood guitars. They also have ebony bridge pins, ebony bridge, ebony fingerboard. It's got a bone nut and saddle just like the other one did. The 8 series is the same, bone nut and saddle. This one does not have any electronics in it. This is strictly acoustic. The top is also torrefied Sitka spruce, solid wood. It doesn't have the fancy inlays. It has dots instead of the fancy inlays, but it does have one on the 12th fret there, which is really pretty, really nice. The fretwork is the same, really nice. Let's see if I can get a close-up of that for you guys. You can see those really rounded edges of those frets there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that this comes this way from the factory. I did not do any work to these guitars. They came to me like this, perfect. I didn't have to set them up or anything. They were perfectly set up, at least for the way I play. The action's not too low, it's not too high, it's just right. This one has the gold Grover open back ear tuners. Really nice and smooth. Also has a volute on the mahogany neck here with a satin finish on the back. They all have satin finish on the back. Let's see. Here's the inside of the sound hole there. It's got that nice rosette. So let's play this. I'll show you what this one sounds like. This one has the Phosphor bronze strings on it, 11 to 52 Elixir Nanoweb Phosphor bronze. Not the other one had the 80-20 bronze. So these strings are a little bit warmer. They're more natural sounding, quote unquote natural sounding. They sound more woody. They don't have a scoop mid-range, and you'll probably hear that. Even though this is a smaller body guitar, you might hear different tones popping out of it, but a lot of that's to do with the strings as well. And I like these strings on the acoustics that are not electrified better because of that warmer woody sound. So I just play these if I'm going to record with them. I mic them up, versus the other one I might plug in and mic together and mix the sounds. These I just use them for with mics, so I don't want to plug these in. But anyways, here's the one that sounds like this is the 06. So again, the 06, mahogany back and sides, all solid wood, torrefied Sitka spruce top. And the next one I got up to show you guys here is the D6, which is the same construction as the 06. The only difference with this one is that it's a dreadnought size, which is why the D for dreadnought. So we went, the first one I showed you, the A8, was a grand auditorium size. The last one was an OM size, which is the orchestra model. And this is a dreadnought, which is basically like if these were pianos, this would be like the 9-foot grand, you know, the Steinway, the big one that everybody wants to play, the dreadnought, the cannon. It's very loud. It's boomy. Some might say it's boomy. Here's the headstock's exactly the same on these. The Grover Gold tuners is the same mahogany neck with the volute there. Satin finish on the neck, beautiful. Beautiful satin finish. It does have the mahogany back and sides on this guy. It's got the black binding. Same as on the 06, all around the guitar, black binding. On the neck, black binding. It's got the abalone rosette, which is beautiful. It's got the ebony bridge pins, ebony bridge, bone saddle. This is also strung with phosphor bronze strings. This also has the nice inlay on the 12th fret. The fretwork is the same on here, you could see. Same beautiful fretwork on all of these guitars. They all are phenomenal. Unbelievable. This is the best fretwork I've had on any guitar that I've had from any price range. I have guitars ranging from guitars I paid $65 for. I have guitars that are $3,000. Within that bracket, by far, this is the best fretwork. I was absolutely stunned by their fretwork on these guitars, so that's why I have 3 of them. They're just really good. And by the way, nobody's paying me to make this video. I'm not sponsored by anybody. These are my guitars that I own. You can see all the stuff. I have a bunch of guitars back here, so I just like guitars. I've been playing a long time, so nobody's paying me to say this. These are my instruments, and I have no skin in the game here. So here's the way the D6 sounds. That's the Cort D6. Now I should say the neck on this D6 is a little bit thicker and fatter than the other 2 guitars, probably because it's a dreadnought. So it takes a little bit of getting used to after playing the other 2. I don't know if you saw me there in the beginning when I started hitting these up here. So the heel back here where my hand is, where I have to hold that, I don't know if I can get that on camera while I'm holding it in that position, but if you guys could see the way I'm holding my hand, it's right next to the heel there. It's very thick, so getting up on the high frets on one of these is not very easy if you want to play up here. I would suggest getting something more like this with the cutaway. This one I had no problem getting to those notes. Those harmonics were a lot easier to do also because I can move my pinky over, versus on this one it's a little bit restrictive. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. If you have any questions about any of these guitars that you saw on the channel today, just drop me a comment down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys.